Hello, welcome to KatesAg. Today is another day of Montana wheat harvest. It is currently 9 a.m. and I am in the combine. My dad just is roading his combine over to the field because we parked in the summer fallow for last night, which is a field not in production a little bit further away from where we are. And then now Trevor's just driving his combine as well. He just put it in third and stopped. Now I'm in third as well. Ooh, my combine is on the bouncy side because it's got 40 pounds of pressure of air in the tires. Yesterday is the day that my big front right tire went flat. We are just coming up on the field now, so I'll slow down a little bit. We'll easily finish this field today. My dad thinks that if we go at 9 a.m. every day, we'll be greened out, meaning not have any more wheat to cut for the next 2 days maybe, or for a couple days. Jeez, this combine is bouncy. Now I'm starting my first wheat swath of the day, which is pretty exciting. So I'm pushing my combine to see how fast it can go today. Typically the straw's a little tougher in the morning time, I believe anyway, I think. Trevor's just now doing his first dump on the go of the day. I just did mine too.
I'll just put this in the truck because you're empty, right? Yes, copy.
I just finished my last wheat swath in this field. My dad's picking up another half row and Trevor's almost finished his one as well. So I'm going to put my auger out and line up to unload in what I believe is Darcy's truck. I might be wrong. Nope, this is Nate, not Darcy. So I was wrong. I'm unloading my grain in the front of the truck. You always load the grain where the strongest points of the truck are, which are the axles, and this truck has 2 axles, one in the front and one in the back. I'm almost finished unloading. I can see that I've got very little grain in the back of my tank, but it's still coming out heavy through the auger because there's still backup grain there. I'm gonna let it flow out a little bit, shut my auger off, and then drive away from the truck before I put it back. And I'll drive just a bit forward here and wait because that's where we'll end up going. I don't know for sure where we're roading the combines to yet, but I'll find out very shortly. So I'm going to just stop my combine, idle it down, put my header down a tiny bit. I'll also shift into third gear now because I know we'll be roading the combine soon, and have a little bit of a yogurt snack while I'm at it. Now I'm revving my combine up and we're going to hit the road.
You go a little faster, Nate.
I think we just finished our last piece of winter wheat north of the highway. So we're going to be headed south on a gravel road and then crossing the highway and maybe going east a little bit. I'm not totally sure where our next field is. Actually, it could be west. Shoot, these combines get very steery if you're not careful. Going to press check mark on my monitor so it doesn't keep beeping at me and keep driving. My max speed right now, because I have full throttle in, is 20.9 miles per hour. Probably turn my hazards on as well. Going to slow down a little bit. My dad is going maybe 15, 16 miles per hour, 17 right now. You gotta be very, very careful when you drive these. I think my dad's combine might go a couple miles per hour slower because it has the duals. I'm not totally sure. We are in our new field and I'm on my first pass, which I've basically filled up on. So our grain cart driver is going to be coming under my auger soon. He was really good with lining up for this one.
Trevor, when you get down to that end, we'll probably move to this side and work up and down because the cart guy will never be able to keep up.
A little bit faster and move out a bit too fast now. Now I finished my unload on the go, so I'm going to put my auger back. We just finished lunch and Dad's heading back into the field. Just wait until you pull the cart out until I have my auger going back. That can kind of signify. It's a few hours later and I am already on my last row of this 160-acre field, and I'm cresting the very top of this hill. So there's a really, really far view from up here. My dad's this far combine, and then Trevor's this combine, who I'll be passing in a second. It's pretty hazy out, and there's tons of flies on my window, so I'm just going to wipe them off with this button. Technically, I have the very last swath in this field as well. Even though Dad, Trevor, and I are all on our last swaths, mine all finished last. So then that means I'm on the last one. Trevor will just road back up to the top of the field because there's not another up row. It's so cool to go down a hill, even though the hill doesn't look very steep. On video, you definitely do feel it. Have to wave, of course. I will also be doing my last unload on the go, which is going to be quite exciting. I don't know if the grain cart driver sees my auger or not yet. Okay, it looks like he does. He typically will pull up and then really slow down and has a tough time matching the speed, so I'll usually tell him my speed so that he can try and relate that to whatever tractor speed will work out. This swath has a few hills up and down, so it makes it a little bit more of a challenging unload on the go as a combine driver, but it's not too bad. The tough ones are when you're on a sideways slant. Those can be difficult. So now we've officially finished, well, not officially, in a couple hundred yards, the outside row of this wheat swath. Lucas, try not to pull away from the combine until I put my auger back. That's kind of important. I'll probably have to finish unloading this little piece that I have in me now because I don't want any grain left in my tank. We have now fully finished the field. So I put my combine in third and we're going to head to the highway. Shoot, I shouldn't drive it in rev down mode. So now I've come to park with the two other combines. My dad wants me to slow down a little bit. He's like this out the window and I'm like, no, I want to speed up. Now we're going to be heading to a field that I've seeded, I've baled straw on, I've combined, I've done all of the operations. So that's kind of cool. We're going by horses now, which is neat. A little bit of a hole kind of in the dirt road here, so I'm taking it a bit slower and being careful. Whoa.
Truck is the way you marked the bend. Did you see that patrol car behind you?
Oh, and we're also passing by a very old combine on the left here.
Chris, what did you say about the bend?
It's a combine my grandpa even used to run, and we used to have a few of them
Put
too.
tape on it because it's different weight from different places.
We're now going through a bit of a turn in the field, so I'm waiting for Trevor to kind of get around this corner before I go down there because I don't want the combines to get too close. All the combines are kind of next to each other right now, which
You might wait at the bottom. They're going to have to jump on me before I come down for shade.
in reality we should probably be staggered behind. This particular field, like most of our fields this year, was swathed with 3 rows that go all the way around and then back and forth. So right now we're taking the 3 all around rows, and then the trucks will have room to park and we'll clear up some space for them. I noticed my dad's on the phone, so I was wondering if he was calling me. His radio died, so he told me to radio to everyone that he can't keep in touch because he doesn't have a radio outfitted like this one. He has just a portable radio right now. He forgot to have one installed in his combine, which isn't the best. And dinner's here as well, but we have to finish this lap. We're already halfway through it. We're headed west right now, and then we'll head north. And we started this headed south. So it's like a big square field. This field is 160 acres. And then, as you can see, to the left of us is planted barley, and we actually have quite a bit of barley to pick up this year, but I don't know how much I'll be able to pick up before university, so hopefully I'll get to try that out. It's not really a good thing to have all the combines right next to each other, but my dad doesn't seem to be worried about it, and I think it's more fun too. Then you get to see the combine. This is reading currently 13 bushels per acre, but just a little bit ago I was getting a 40-50 bushel per acre reading. It's the same wheat variety as our last field, so technically it should be good. Although my dad was saying the wheat didn't come up as well in this field, so it likely won't be great yields, but it should be okay. And then when I come up to the end here, I will have to wait so that Dad and Trevor can turn around and start the pass headed to the north. So now I'm just going to give them space to let them turn around. Our truck drivers are creating shade for dinner. My dad has to drive into our summer fallow in order to turn around for this first pass on the very edge of the field, but we'll only have to turn around in the stubble. Now that my dad started his next row, I'll wait for Trevor to start his, and then I'll take on mine. Now we will be a bit more staggered in our combining. So it's always difficult doing unloads on the go, but I think that our grain cart driver is getting quite a bit better at it, and I'm finding it to be fairly simple as well. I'm the third dump on the grain cart, so it's always a bit more filled. So you almost have to work the cart a bit and make sure, too close, just stop. No, you're too close. Yeah, just stay there. I'm gonna have to back up. Okay, you can pull away now so I can turn around. Trevor, could you take my dad's row that he just pulled out of? You did just pull out of it, right? It is out here. The food's out here. And it has been since we've been at the top. Yeah, we've got room for trucks and whatever. I had to have the grain cart driver just stop at the end of the row and then me back up and kind of realign because he got way too close and the grain was going to spill over and then we didn't have enough row left. So it's just better to stop when things like that happen because it makes it a lot easier on everything. Now dinner will be ready when we get there, so that's exciting. We have parked the combines at the schoolhouse and we are done for the night. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!